Good morning and welcome to LeagueWise DFS Daily Review, where I take a look back at the most recent slate featured in Fins 5, my daily League of Legends DFS picks and strategy show, where I pick who I think will win that slate's games and then give you my 5 core plays. As a reminder, I'll be releasing my expert picks for the LCS slate later today, so stay tuned for those. Before we get started, please make sure to show your support by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. And if motivated to do so, go ahead and ring the notification button as well to make sure you never miss a new video. In our first match of the day of the LPL slate, which was featured in yesterday's editions of Fins 5, we saw V5 versus LGD. I think this match was everything we thought it was going to be. And LGD just proved to be a bit too much, taking the series 2-1. The second match pitted OMG versus EDG. Another great game to watch, even though EDG won 2-0. I think OMG was competitive for most of the two games. But like I said in Fins 5, there just seems to be some communication issues, shot calling issues going on. And they make the wrong calls at the wrong time, and teams like EDG will just make you pay for those mistakes. They're talented, they're experienced. You just can't make those mistakes. Overall, we picked both games correctly, going 2-0 on the slate, moving our season total to 15-7, which is 68.2%. Right around what my average was for the spring slate. Looking to improve on that with my picks today. I entered in this slate. I entered 2 tourneys, the 12K Elder Dragon and the 80K Shock Blast. Let me get rid of that. In the 12K Elder Dragon, I placed 572 out of 3,567, 20.57 points out of first. And then the 80K Shock Blast, which is one I pulled up right here, finished 661 out of 6,274. Also 20.57 from first. It's only 31 in winnings, but it's a 2-game slate. And we once again were in a position to take down much more than that. Just didn't work out that way, but that's the goal every day. You make good picks, you play smart lineups, and you see how it goes from there. If we go ahead and look at the winner of this slate, there were 2. This was a little strange. If you look here, we can go ahead, we can compare head to head. Hopefully you guys can see this. But this individual ran a 4-2-1, which we've talked about. I've run a 4-2-1 before. I'm not against 4-2-1s. I think those are fine. I prefer the 4-3s. But this was ballsy. He put Sam D in the captain slot, even though he clearly felt that LGD was going to win. That strategy in this case worked, but the slate has to play out perfectly for you. In this scenario, not only did he need V5 to be competitive and for Sam D to put up good points, which he did, but then he also needed the second game to go a little slower paced, which it also did. And it ended up working. One more team fight, and we're probably competing for this, and he's not. So again, like I said, this is a strategy that worked. Honestly, it's a play I'll probably never make, nor will I ever recommend. But hey, it worked. And if it works, you can't be wrong. If you look at the lineup, it looks like 3 members of Fins 5 were in this lineup: Lang X, Scout, and Miko. Now, I also had Junjai in, but I didn't include him in my Fins 5. That would have been Peanut. But we were close on this one. If we go ahead and take a look at third place, bear with me, Jared S. Head-to-head view. Again, we're just under 16 points out of third, which I'm not sure what this netted him. I think a couple $100. That's still not bad. But he pretty much ran our lineup with two exceptions. Kramer at ADC instead of Hope, and then Edward Gaming. Hope and Kramer pretty exchangeable. Then you had the Edward Gaming having more. Like I said, this ended up being a little slower pace. I expected OMG and EDG to be the higher pace game. That's what the numbers would have shown. But that's just not how it played out. Looks like 4 of Finn's 5 were in this lineup. Lang X, Peanut, Scout, and Miko. Hopefully, some of my some of Finn 5 subscribers were in this third place grouping. I know there was multiple winners, it looks like. So hopefully we had some representation in there. But that's it. Like I said, I like doing these just so we can take a look, see what strategies won, see what we could have did differently. In hindsight, I don't think I would choose to do anything differently. I think the strategy was solid. The games just didn't play my way, and I'll take that. And other than that, I'm going to go take a nap. Been up since 3. Been really burning it here with research and trying to get caught up with the launch of the summer split. I'm then going to come back and get back to work on the LCS slate for this evening. I want to thank you guys again for watching. This has been LeagueWise DFS Daily Review. I'm your host, Chad Finn, saying thanks, stay safe, and see you later today on the Rift.